Hello.
Hello, is this Miss Simons?
Yes, it is.
Hi, my name is Amanda Mychek. I am Clarice's new teacher, and I am really excited to have her in my class.
That's wonderful. We are really excited. We've heard good things about this school.
Awesome. From my understanding, she's coming from a different school district, and I wanted to reach out to you and ask you a few questions.
Yes, I've been meaning to reach out and see how she's doing as well.
Awesome. I got to meet her for the first time the other day, and she seems like she's a very interesting child, and we're really looking forward to having her in the class and what makes her tick and what possibly might set her off. So that's why I'm having this conversation with you today to get some of your input.
That's wonderful.
All right, so I wanted to start off by asking you a question of what were some of the expectations in her old school?
Well, one of the reasons that we kind of looked at moving was we weren't entirely happy with what was going on at our last school. So, what we had noticed was that she was more or less allowed to lay on the floor most of the day. There weren't a whole lot of expectations. Her teachers had mentioned that when expectations were put on her, that she often would have temper tantrums. And so I'm thinking maybe that was an avoidance. So a way for them to avoid the tantrum was to just not really ask her to do much of anything.
Okay, yeah, I can understand that. One of the things we do have in place in the classroom is we do have a set visual schedule for our students. So that was something I wanted to try with her. So in her last school, did she have a visual schedule that she was expected to go by?
Not that I knew of. I knew that they had somebody come in and they had talked about maybe some sort of visuals, but as far as like a structured day, with expectations, I don't believe so.
Okay, yeah, and one thing we do with our classroom is we do individualized activities and then we also do small group activities. And I noticed the other day when we had started to get into our small group activities that this was something that she was very uncomfortable with and didn't really enjoy doing.
We've noticed similar things at home. Clarice is very attached to her certain number of people, and she really struggles with new people and especially larger groups of new people.
Okay, so one thing I do want to ask is at home, is there something that she particularly likes? Maybe music, darkness with LED lights? Does she like white noise playing in the background?
She likes music, but I would say her favorite thing to do is she really enjoys being in the kitchen. She loves to cook and to help me cook.
Yeah, I noticed when we went to lunch the other day, she really had a lot of questions about the cafeteria. And in our cafeteria, you can see some of the cooking equipment in the back. So she was asking us a lot of questions. And so I'm glad that you gave me that input and possibly getting her to do an activity to where she would be the instructor in class is something that maybe we could get her to do and possibly start a small group activity with her to where she's the instructor.
Oh, I think she would love that. That sounds wonderful.
So, could you tell me what is one of her favorite things to cook at home?
Oh, goodness. Her favorite dish, hands down, I think she'd eat it every day, is spaghetti.
Okay, I'm glad that we had this conversation again. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get her to do a group activity to where she's the one that's in charge of the cooking and she's going to teach the class on how to do it, and then possibly we can get the other students to switch roles with her, and maybe this could be a way that we could start her engaging her in small group activities to where she would like to do them more often.
I think that's a good suggestion.
All right, well, I appreciate your time. I look forward to meeting you next week at the parent teacher conferences that we're having at the end of the 6 weeks. And I'll be in touch with you every day on how she's doing. We do send home a communication log with our students every day to kind of give you an insight on breakfast, lunch, snack, and the activities that they did throughout the day and if they received any services.
That sounds wonderful. Yes, we do see the folder every day, and it's a nice way just for us to have that daily communication with school.
All right. Well, we appreciate you giving us the time, and we look forward to working with her each and every day.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much for taking the time. We know how crucial the time this is for Clarice, and we're excited to see what the future holds for her.
Awesome. You have a great evening.
You do the same. Thank you for calling.
Bye.